Welcome to the Ultimate Sports Podcast special edition series where I preview and predict every conference for the 2019-20 college basketball season. Next up is the Mountain West Conference. I'm going to do a projected order of finish, predict who wins Player of the Year, Freshman of the Year, and Coach of the Year, who makes the tournament, and any other random predictions along the way. All right. In first place, I have the Utah State Aggies, who made the big dance last year, and they got the auto bid. Craig Smith in year number 2 on the job. Last year, they went 28-7, 15-3 in conference play. They bring back Sam Morrell and Nemias Queta among notable players. In second place, I have the San Diego State Aztecs, 21-13 a year ago, 11-7 in conference play. Brian Dutcher in year number 3, notable players coming back, KJ Fagan, Malachi Flynn, and Trey Pullman. In third place, I have the Nevada Wolfpack. Many people think they're going to be worse than this, but they have some people coming back that I like, and they have a new coach, though, in Steve Alford, who comes over from UCLA. I think he'll get a lot out of this team with less pressure on him. I think that he'll be able to coach and not live under the Los Angeles shadow and questions of when he was getting fired like he was over the last few years. KJ Himes is a notable freshman coming into town. In fourth place, I have the New Mexico Lobos. Paul Weir in year number 3. Last year, this team went 14-18 and then 7-11 in Mountain West play. In fifth place, I have the Boise State Broncos, who took a step back last year and went 13-20, 7-11 in Mountain West play. Leon Rice, year number 10 on the job. Derek Alston is among the notable players returning. In sixth place, I have the Fresno State Bulldogs. This was another team that made the tournament a few years ago. 23-9 last year, 13-5 in Mountain West play. Justin Hudson in year number 2. Notable player coming back, Noah Blackwell. In seventh place, I have the UNLV Runnin' Rebels. They have a new coach in TJ Otzelberger, who comes over from South Dakota State. Marvin Menzies was fired after 3 seasons. They went 17-14 last year, 11-7 in conference play. In 8th place, I have the Air Force Falcons. They went 14-18 last year, 8-10 in conference play. Dave Piplovich is in year number 8 on the job. Notable player coming back, Lavelle Scotty. In 9th place, I have the Colorado State Rams. 12-20 last year, 7-11 in conference play. Nico Medved is in year 2 on the job. Notable player coming back, Nico Carvacho. In 10th place, I have the Wyoming Cowboys. 8-24 last year, 4-14 in conference play. Allen Edwards, year 4 on the job. And in the cellar, San Jose State, the Spartans. Gene Priolu in year number 3. Last year, this team went 4-27 overall, 1-17 in conference play. Okay, my pick for Player of the Year is Sam Morrell of Utah State. He'll carry them to potentially a single-digit seed in the NCAA tournament. Freshman of the Year, KJ Himes of Nevada. He was a highly recruit that Eric Musselman landed, which will help the new head coach in town, the one that came over from UCLA, Steve Alford. I blanked on his name there for a second. And the Coach of the Year, Craig Smith of Utah State. I think that he'll end up coaching them to the tournament. They'll get the auto bid, and I think that the MWC is a one-bid league this year, and that's going to be my bold prediction for this league. And other predictions, I'm going to say that Steve Alford will get Nevada back in the right direction after many people think that they'll take a major step back after Eric Musselman left for Arkansas. The coach, to me, that's going to make a jump to a new job potentially. I'm going to say that it could very well be Leon Rice of Boise State. Boise State has been solid in this conference over the last few years with the exception of last year, so I could see Leon Rice either making a jump or getting fired if things go really poorly. So I think it could go either way for him. And then everybody else has really made changes over the last few years, so it's hard to predict who can get axed and whatnot. So I think it could go either way for Leon Rice of Boise State. I'll give you that. All right, next up is the NEC.